Salute, salute, salute. Happy hump day. We already here hump day. Salute Crockett in the building. This week going fast. We had hump day already. That's how I catch up with y'all. Y'all moving fast. God damn it, it's Wednesday already. Y'all moving fast. Yes, sir. Salute to y'all. Happy hump day. So let me come on in here while I got this, while the stream yard still popping. It's probably the last day with the stream yard, the free junk. I done ran that shit up. I done ran that little shit up in 3 days. And it's gonna be gone. So we're gonna run it up today. It's gonna be over for that shit. I probably gotta go back to the big screen YouTube shit to I re-up on the StreamYard shit again. But that shit ready to be over today. Salute Ballin', where you been at, Ballin'? Measy. I ain't seen you in a minute. I hope everything been great with you, bro. Hey. Yes, sir. We at hump day already. The week moving fast. It's hard to keep up with y'all. Y'all moving fast. You know how I do. Y'all already know how I do. We salute the workers around here. We gonna say that. We salute the workers. So all the workers, salute to y'all. Salute the work. And we go from there. I put the disclaimer up already. Y'all already know no video, nor any content shared by this channel is intended for any illegal purposes nor any illegal activities. Also, all content shared by this channel is solely intended for educational, historical, and or entertainment purposes only. Salute and enjoy. Yeah, we in here. Hey, staying down grinding. We had a little too. Okay, salute the litter. So been dealing with them. Salute the litter. Yeah. Real shit. 20 degrees out. Been out all morning with the dogs. Cold as a mofo. Yeah. Yeah, Crockett. I was out there earlier. Knocked my shit out earlier. It's cold, a little bit colder where you at than where I'm at though. Think we a little about 10, 15 degrees warmer than you. I feel your pain. Yeah. But anyway, let me see. Anyway. No, we got somebody in the building already. Somebody want to come in already. We're going to see who this is. Oh, Jocko. Good morning, Jocko. What's going on?
Morning. What we doing? What we doing, man?
Oh, this nigga disguised as shit. You Jocko now, huh? What's up?
Jocko King, man. What's up, man?
Same shit. Hey, where Crocker say? Added more snow. How soup?
Nope.
I heard you, Toyo. MKM salute. I heard you, Toyo. One big black stud with the red buckskin female. That's hey MKM. There you go, man. There you go, man. Don't hey ain't nothing wrong. Hey, that's what it is, MKM. That's what it is, man. Get you two bow dykes too. Make sure they some bow dykes. What's up? What's up, Jocko? Jocko.
Yeah, man. I can't call it.
You back on this side of the water, huh?
Man, I'm everywhere like Visa, man.
I know that's right. Salute, OG Bulls. Rest in paradise. Good episode yesterday. Thanks, Ball, and salute. Yeah, salute. R.I.P. Mr. Bulls.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't go washing down all that boil stuff, man. Leave it like it is.
Hey, so today, the title of the show is what the fuck? Recognize and salute the inspiration. So what was y'all inspiration to even get into these motherfucking dogs and shit like that? Was it a dog your inspiration? a dog man, whatever y'all shit was, your inspiration to do what you do. Today we gonna talk about that and salute that shit. Recognize and salute your inspiration. You did. So, I started off, kick it off with y'all like it was a dog my cousin had got from Texas. Oh, I think it was an old family red nose named Soul. That was the first pit bull I seen. And just looking at her, staring at her, and this was like 88, 89. But just that dog right there made me want to get one of those jokers. That was my first inspiration. Dog from Texas named Soul. A nice rugged ass red nosed dog. I ain't know nothing about no pedigrees or no famous dogs at the time. So it wasn't a famous dog that inspired me. Some of you guys probably got famous dogs that inspired you or whatever, famous dog, man. But mine was just a good old pit from down Texas that my cousin, somebody brought my cousin, and I used to just stare at that motherfucker, and I caught fire from there. So I started off with that. Anybody else, y'all share what y'all want to share? We cooking. We got Jocko in the building too.
What shit on the motherfucker?
Yes, sir. You want to share any of your inspiration? What y'all talking
You
about?
said
What y'all know?
influential.
Yeah,
You
like
said
your
what type of
inspiration.
dogs?
Your inspiration, whatever your inspiration was to get into these dogs, period, to do what you do. What was your inspiration? Recognizing and saluting. That's all we talking about. That's all. We kicking it off.
Oh, well, shit. Well, I got in this shit.
You done broke up. Y'all see the title now? What y'all? While he trying to get back together, y'all see the title. Talk to me. What y'all talking about? What's y'all inspirations? What was y'all inspiration? You said
You
it
get
the other night.
you can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh no, I was gonna say just shit from back in the day. Being in goddamn Carolina one night, historically speaking, one night uh my mother had went somewhere and goddamn uh pops and all them had a show and they ain't had nobody to watch me. And I was like 7, 8 years old and yeah, that's how I got into it.
What they
That's how
had
I
dog?
got into it.
You had dog. It was dogs outside.
Oh yeah. We had some of Boyle's first dogs. Like the first one was my great aunt. She 80 something and she still got her original set. Um
Damn.
yeah, we got the shit from back then. That's the shit that's in all my dogs, most of it. But but yeah, that's how I got started. We had the original Jocko stuff, the original Boyles and Hammond stuff, and we just my family kept doing it from there.
Oh
But
shit,
yeah,
that sound fire. That sound fire right there. Salute to Auntie. Auntie was dead at the beginning, huh?
yeah, she still got her shit. She still got it.
That's what's up. That's a good look. MKM, Lil J. Salute my bulldog brother Dickie. MKM say my weed man was the dog man. So after a year of OZs, I got my
This
first
nigga said,
puppy that was around 98. Salute MKM. Hey, the weed man. Okay. After buying all them O's, he slid you a puppy, huh? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, shit. That's what I'm talking about. Recognize and salute your inspiration, man. What was it, man? Hey, no, that was fire. Jocko. That was fire like shit. Like that. So you was 7, you went outside, you start messing with them hounds. You just went outside, cut loose.
yeah. They already had them. Like I said, man. After that, they ain't had no. All my other people was gone, and they had to take me with them that night.
Hey, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It was on there since then. So
Yeah.
so you have any other inspirations once you got in it? That was your first inspiration. All right. Did you you had ever did a dog ever become inspire you after you got in there, or a dog man?
Uh, I mean, I'm gonna go more with the dogs. I mean, I met a lot of uh what people call legend dogmen and all that, but it was more the dogs that really turned me on to that shit, especially back then before it got the way it is now, where everybody was, you go to a show, hospitality, motherfuckers cooking, grilling, ain't all this other bullshit. Everybody making it home safely. Uh, it was very different. It was just the whole scenery for me. And then, like I said, it was more of the dog. It wasn't really the dog, man. It was the dogs, and just seeing
Yeah.
the whole thing go on.
No, that's real talk. Shit, I had after I got in it that first dog. After that first dog, once I got up in there and I started acquiring dogs, and I guess like in about 90, 91, about 90. I say the summer of 90. That's when I ran into Pops. I ran into Pops and seen his stock on his farm and shit. Seen his stock, and I got impressed right there again. I got impressed again with another dog called Country, a big dog named Country. You know what I mean? I used to go to the farm and they would let me see different things and stuff like that or whatever, whatever. So the fire got rekindled when I got to Pop's Farm too. It took me to another level. I wanted one of the Bully Son joints. That's when I started learning about the Bully Son joints. So I went from the red shit and I got me some Kobe shit from up DC and just some regular old neighborhood hounds, fucking around with them. And those hounds took me to find Pops. And then I got turned on to that Bully Son shit. And so the Bully Son bloodline and just seeing some work and shit around 90 and shit. That just added fuel to the fire right there. So that was another step in the process. I wanted to get down with some of that bite, some of them rough dogs and shit like that. So that's where I'm at with it with that too. So it was a couple dogs, you know what I mean, before I get to any of the dog, man.
Well, a lot of goddamn. That's a little home Rico. Okay, yeah, a lot of the fucking Kobe dogs surprisingly ended up in DC. A lot of people don't know that, but lot between 90. I want to say between 90. I want to say between 93 and '01, the DMV was flooded with Kobe dogs. Between that time, I do remember.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
exactly.
sir. Chat, what y'all talking about? Chat, y'all, me and Jocko done told y'all some shit. What y'all talking about? Y'all, what inspired y'all? Y'all gonna recognize y'all inspirations and salute them? Share some of that shit. I hear some of y'all
I
talk.
I
Go ahead,
know it
go
had
ahead.
some good dogs off of what's that dog name? I know it was some good dogs off of damn, what the fuck is that bitch name, man, from back in the day? It's a dog called, I'm trying to remember her name, man. If I can remember who she off. I think the bitch name was what's that goddamn dude name, bro? Him and one of my uncles. I think they named Stockings. They
Stocking.
had a yeah, they had a female man that was a champion. But we had some shit down from her. I'm trying to remember the goddamn Stockings. What's they? Big Liz, or some
Oh,
shit
Big
was her
Liz.
name.
Yeah, Stockton's
Big
Big Liz.
Liz.
Stockton's Big
Yeah,
Liz. Yeah, salute the Big
we
Liz. Hell yeah.
yeah we had a few down from that shit too. We had a
Oh
few down
shit.
from that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I know about Stockton's
some
Big
of them still
Liz.
around. Some of them died up, but a few still got her pretty got her double bread pretty close. And then but
Oh shit, y'all got stock over that motherfucker. Y'all got stock from back in the day, god damn it. Shit, salute.
yeah, we got a lot of that shit. It's a couple, but like I said, it's more than spread it around the family. That way, just in case motherfucker needed it in the future, at least somebody in the family got it. We ain't gotta go searching for this shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's always good to keep some good Kobe around. I see you balling. Balling said the Kobe stuff still ducked off around the way. Hey, I might gotta come
Yeah,
check
yeah,
you
yeah,
out,
yeah.
balling.
It's a
Hell
lot. It's
yeah.
a lot of. There's a lot of Kobe shit around. Just depend on uh where you looking, but it's still some heavy breed Kobe because a lot of them dogs. Hold on, huh? No, put them over there. A lot of them dogs live to be 13, 14, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you right. You right.
so that's
They
that's
good old
why
tough
that's
dogs. Good old tough dogs. Yep.
yeah, that's why I say a lot of that's how I know a lot of pets, some of these people pets be wrong because a lot of these dogs with all these goddamn dogs, some of them died like at 6 years old. I be trying to figure out how the fuck where all these other goddamn offspring been coming from. Them dogs didn't live, them dogs ain't live that long, certain people dog, but you know, with, I just look at it and go about my business though. But
Yeah, you know how it is. They try to stretch it, put a little cut on that motherfucker, stretch it out. Hey, hey, Schoolcraft said, I tried to share a pedigree, straight pure Kobe and the bully son shit. Man, you know you in the projects. You could put the pedigree number in the chat for them people to see and shit like that.
he said pure Kobe and the bully son.
Yeah, that sound good. They probably want to check that out. Put that pedigree up in the chat. Schoolcraft, let them boys check it out. Bobby Digi, what's happening, man? You gonna tell me that, Bobby? Bobby, you see what Bobby say, man? Bobby say 50 years old. Let's read what Bobby said, man. That's hard to believe, Bob.
Yeah, what? Let's see.
You might want to talk to him, Jocko. Said, just my opinion, being 50, I'd never seen a Kobe dog. Only heard, and no one can never name what dogs they were off of. Yeah, you back in there.
All right, hold on. He said what?
He
Let me
said he ain't never
see.
seen a Kobe dog.
I've been 50 and never seen a Kobe dog. Only heard of one. You 50 and never seen a Kobe dog.
That's what the fuck I said. Hey, Bobby, did you be
I mean,
fucking with the dogs too?
if you was 25, I would have said okay, but 50,
Yeah, he fucking with us. I
that's
think he's fucking with
I was
us. He
about to,
fucking with
I was about to
us.
say that. If you anybody goddamn anybody goddamn 37 and up should know what a Kobe dog look like. At least at the minimum.
Yeah, Bobby, stop, cut the crap, Bobby. You know damn well you didn't see some Kobe shit. If you didn't, boy, you gonna when you run into some boy, you might be stuck there for a minute. You run into the right
Yeah.
yard.
Shit, it was a big ass. My partner had a big ass, big motherfucking Kobe dog. That motherfucker about 50, 60 pounds, man. That motherfucker, he was on the south side back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Um, man, that was a bad motherfucker right there, boy. That was a bad motherfucker, boy.
Yes,
That
sir.
motherfucker was all white. He was all white with two black ears.
Okay, okay, okay. Shit, that's Pops calling me and shit. Pops, I'm on live. I know I'm on live, Pop. Oh shit. Hit the link, Pops. If you can see if you listening, just hit the link.
He said I'm in the Midwest. Ain't nobody running what Kobe.
What he say?
He said y'all sound Philly, but I'm in the Midwest. Ain't no one running that bullshit.
What did he say? Hold up, hold up. I gotta see that one. Hold up. I don't even see that one. Shit. Who said that? Who said that?
Bobby
What they say?
Digital. I think that
Bob-
it's a last comment.
What he say? What he say? It ain't
Now
come
he
up
said
on my
y'all
shit.
sound silly. Ain't nobody he said y'all sound silly, but he in the Midwest. Ain't nobody running that bullshit.
Ain't nobody
I
running that
guess
bullshit.
I guess he talking about the Kobe though.
Yeah, that's what he talking about. Kobe dog. He said we sound silly. Did he say we sound silly?
Shit. I know there's a lot of Kobe dogs in the Midwest. I
Bobby, I
know
know
that's
you
for a
ain't say
fact.
we sound silly. No, you ain't said we sound silly talking about the Kobe dog. You don't like the Kobe dogs, Bobby? What you like? What inspired you, Bobby? Let me ask you what inspired your dad. I finally see. Okay, he said, okay, tell me what dogs you seen off the Kobe stuff and what Kobe they off of. See, I knew that's what it was about. But Bobby said he want to see what's up. What you talking about? All right, well, the Kobe shit I had, I just know it was Kobe. They was one of them name was Patches. One of them name was Patches. She was white with patches. Motherfucker, I think what is the other one name? I forgot the name.
Man,
Oh, I
it's a
had
lot of them motherfuckers. There's a lot of
Hercules.
them.
I had one named Hercules. I had one named Ebony. I wasn't into the pedigrees when I had mine though, Bobby. When I had mine, I wasn't into no pedigrees, so I definitely can't tell you what they was off or nothing like that. But I definitely know it's Kobe, nice Kobe shit out there. That you know what I mean. Whoever got it, I know they proud of that shit. Just from my little experience with the Kobe dog.
I mean, it just go. You got certain rare. I ain't gonna say rare, but I'm gonna use that word rare. Certain pockets, certain blood that's out here that most people don't think is still out here, but it is. But people just don't really show it too much, other than people in their circles. Like it's certain blood. Cause I keep up with a lot of small pockets, but it's certain shit I thought wasn't even out here no more. And then I had went somewhere a couple months ago, and motherfucker had a whole yard of it, and the youngest dog on the yard was goddamn 8 years old. So
All right.
you know it be so I can understand him saying that, but at the same time, um, you're not on every yard in the Midwest, so it's hard to say that. Um, that's just one of them things. That's just one of them things. So I can understand why he would say that, but at the same time, just like motherfuckers was saying Jocko, wasn't no heavy Jocko dogs out here until I put some of the shit up, and then motherfuckers want to talk about Jocko dogs now. But but at first, motherfuckers ain't know where to look for, or they was reading the pig wrong and calling it Red Boy when it was a Jocko dog. So it's always something. It's always a discrepancy when it comes to certain shit, especially when you say, "Well, where the good ones at?" and yada yada yada.
Right.
Because it go back to the same shit like I say about the Red Boy dog. You got like 14, 15 families of Red Boy dogs, but ain't none of them worth talking about other than honest. I mean, you got the haymaker stuff and all that, which I ain't really a fan of, but other than the Boomer and the Cunningham blood, I mean, other than them two,
Mm-hmm.
when we talking about major factors of the Red Boy blood, I could say the same thing about that. Where all these other good Red Boy dogs that's not coming out of the Boomer and the Cunningham shit. So like I said, I understand why he said that, but that's false. That's false
Yeah.
though.
But shit, you cool though, cause shit, making the fit jumped right on out there and let them know. Let them know, Mike making the fit. Got you right there, Bobby. Making it fit right there for you,
It's not
Bobby.
good. That's my
You know what I
phone.
mean? But
Kid name the pedigree.
Schoolcraft,
That is my name.
Schoolcraft, right there with you, Bobby. Schoolcraft said, "I'm in the Midwest, and you just got to know where the real shit at, cuz
I
we
mean,
definitely
that's
got,
true.
we definitely got some." Now you heard that, Bobby. So I understand where you come from, Bobby. You like to know the details. You know, I told you I was 18, 19 when I grabbed my Kobe joints. I know you know about the hounds and you all into the pedigrees and shit, but like, we I could dig it, but there goes somebody right there for you in the Midwest where you at that got know where the Kobe shit at right there for you. And here go another one making a fish said, I have a pure Kobe dog. I'm holding at my place now. Lime bread, Mason's Rocco, Kobe's Ava on the bottom. There you go, Bobby Digi. There you go. That's enough lineage for you. There's enough lineage for you, Bobby. Stop. I'll be in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin, et cetera, et cetera. Never seen it. Man, you must got on some shades or something. You must got some type of glasses on. You don't really want to find it, Bobby. You don't really want to find it, Bobby. Now you got people right out the Midwest, and they done name some names now. You said you needed to know some names. Them boys jumped out there and gave you what you wanted. And it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. They came right out. Bobby said, stop the welling. Man, them boys ain't welling. Them boys came right out
He
and named
said,
some names. Them boys named some names, man. He wanted names. They named some names. I couldn't give them to him, but the shit, somebody jumped right in there. They said Mason's Rocco and Kobe's
"Oh yeah,
Ava on the
Rocco.
bottom.
I forgot about Rocco. Yeah, I forgot about Rocco.
And
That's what I'm saying. This is
Schoolcraft laughed right back at you and said, nigga, I'm in Michigan too. So what we talking about? And then goes somebody else, Ben Brock, the grand champion. I don't know
that's
what
why I
the fuck
said
that.
that's what I'm saying. It is if you this is the number one thing people make the mistake of. If you only keeping up with a certain pocket, you ain't gonna know that the other shit working. Like,
Morning
like
lunch. He said they Wellington Park hounds.
Baller, you talking like you talking like you from DC.
Balling my motherfucking measy. Balling from around the motherfucking way. Shit. Hey, motherfucker, Schoolcraft say he got something for you too. Schoolcraft got something for you too, Bobby. You ain't really looking. You don't really want them, Bobby. I don't think you really want them.
Nah, they out there though. It's still I mean, Kobe's family and them, they still got the goddamn dogs pumping out. They ain't pumping them out like heavy, but they still selling dogs. They still sell. A lot of them go overseas because the people overseas be looking for it, but it's still goddamn off the top of my head. I know it's like I think it's like outside of Kobe's family. I think it's like one or two, maybe three, but I'm gonna say two main kennels who actually keep the Kobe stuff to a good standard. And like I said, they might sell pups maybe every 2, 3 to 4 years though.
Yeah, so I started noticing. I started knowing um, that the real Kobe stuff it's in higher demand than people think. It's in higher
Oh, it
demand
is.
than
It
people think.
is. It is. It definitely is. Like I said, man, it's you only gonna know what you actually looking for. If you ain't really looking for it, you only gonna get so much information. Like I could want to know what a certain dog doing, but if I ain't really looking for the shit like I would look for it for a Jocko dog and search high and low, then I ain't gonna find it. So
Right.
that's just one of them things. Put it in
Schoolcraft, I see you, Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft say, yeah, I'm in this motherfucker. People that got it selective, they selective on who they giving it to. That's what I heard too, Schoolcraft.
They are. They are.
That's what
Like I
I
said,
heard.
it's so many goddamn even old bloodline, not bloodlines, but dogs that they never did You got dogs they never did frozen with that they slowly, like I said, man, depending on some of these dogs, a lot of them dogs live to be goddamn 12, 13, 14, 15. You got certain dogs alive right now on certain people's yards that's goddamn 16 years old running the damn treadmill. So is when you got dogs like that, you could keep a line going for a long time without dealing with any bullshit
Right.
that a lot of these a lot of
Only
these
reason
guys dealing with.
Only reason I even went away from them is because it was like flooded in our area with that shit. You heard? That's the only reason I went away from that shit for real, for real. You know what I mean? Because everybody and their mother had them motherfuckers. So you know what I mean? That's how I was. You know what I mean? So I wanted something different. But like, hey, my first ones was some Kobe shit. Matter of fact, the father to that junk. Now that I'm thinking about, it, the father was he guarded the junkyard over there on C Street. Little mean motherfucker guarded the junkyard. So I don't know. I just know they was Kobe dogs and shit like that. That's all I
Shit,
know.
it's so many Kobe dogs crossed up, and a lot of these dogs that this is custom. Okay, that people weren't paying attention to the pairs and bred some good ones and wind up getting some good shit. It's a lot of Kobe floating in certain dogs, man. It's a lot. There's a lot of Kobe in some of these dogs. Motherfuckers just don't know. But
Where,
that's
where
one of
that
the things
nigga at?
from back in the day.
Where that nigga at that was asking about that Kobe shit? 50 years old, ain't seen no Kobe shit. Called us silly niggas and all that. Where you at? You gone, motherfucker? You gone?
Say 45 ain't
Motherfuckers
see no
drop some
Kobe though.
names. Motherfuckers drop some names for you and everything there. You the whole days and shit. Hey, I thought you really wanted some Kobe shit. You wanted to come in here. Tell me, what did you really wanted to do? You ain't want no Kobe shit. You don't even deserve no Kobe shit, motherfucker. Bobby, did you? That's why you can't find it. You don't deserve that shit. You probably be right around it, Bobby. Because you named them areas, and you probably right around them motherfuckers probably walking away from you. They probably walking away like, man, that man ain't getting my shit. There you go, there you go. Social media crazy. I'm at work. And far from done. He said nobody wants that bullshit.
Talking full price.
Go ahead with that shit, Bobby. You only go. We keep on talking about that Kobe shit, Bobby, and you know you out there with that Kobe shit. That boy, they gonna come check your ass, see what the fuck you got in your yard. Talking about that Kobe shit like that. Bobby said he on it early in the morning.
I'm done, nobody.
Most people who got it, it is watered down. I understand that part too, Schoolcraft. That's what it got real. It was popular and shit like that. Like I said, I already was flooded with that shit. So I'm sure. I'm sure that
I
shit was
mean,
probably watered down.
it's a lot of shit watered down. Cause I mean, man, there's a lot of shit watered down. That's watered down worse than the Kobe shit. But motherfuckers still out here praising it just cause they got one of their favorite dogs in it.
Salute the
So
wolf. Salute the wolf. RBG. Bobby said only Kobe and y'all 19th generation. They know the meet. They know the meeting spot and never seen Kobe. I hear you, Bobby. They know the meeting spot. And I ain't never seen Kobe. If I did, most likely the shit made it made into a carpet. I got you, my nigga. I got you. I got you. Bobby talking heavy this morning. Bobby talking heavy this morning, Bobby. It changed when Lou died. He wasn't as serious as Lou. Okay, making it fit.
I mean that's kind of true, but that don't have nothing to do with the camps who already had their hands on it that kept it working. That's a true statement, but that again that don't have nothing to do with
Yeah,
the
that's the commercial.
camps.
That's the commercial machine. I understand what you're saying. That's the commercial
Yeah,
machine. That ain't the
that
workers.
ain't
That ain't the workers. I
yeah,
got
that ain't got nothing to do with that.
the workers is out there. I believe that shit too. I believe the
So
workers is out
we
there.
could say the same thing about the Cottenham blood. We I mean the same statement because most of
It's
these
like you said though. It's like you said. You could basically say it about all the lines that got popular. Once they get popular, they get watered down, right? You know what I mean?
and
Yeah,
that's
Bobby, I got
why
you. Show dogs. Show dogs. You ain't lying, Bobby. You ain't lying, but there's some workers out there, though, Bobby. It's some workers. You don't really want it. You don't really want it. You want to talk shit about Kobe. That's all. Go ahead. My fault, Jogger. Go ahead.
he said you talk shit, but no, I was saying that's just one of them things. I mean, people like they scream up and down now in the last I want to say in the last 5 years about the Cottenham shit, and 95% of it and the people who got it, that shit ain't goddamn doing nothing. Y'all just breeding it for the goddamn pedigree. Red Cottenham on top of Cottenham on top of, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just try to say, oh, I got, I got, I got the heaviest Gardner's Red Boy dog. You know, that all the motherfuckers said, you know, so
Hey, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all get at it. Schoolcraft time enough for you, Bobby, down there. I'm listening to you, Jacko. I'm listening to
no, I'm
school.
just saying,
I
no,
read
I'm just saying
Schoolcraft for them too. Hey, Big
you could
Brother said.
goddamn,
Big Brother
let me
said Lou
see.
didn't. Lou didn't have the good ones. Pete Kobe had them. This is facts. Salute, man.
He said
Kobe boys coming out.
I can show dogs where the first 10 generation of all Kobe's. Yeah, they still got that. China Mephisto Dynamite, Chemo.
Bobby said, "Do it." Bobby said, "Do it," and make sure they from today and not the '60s. Now, Bobby,
Well,
when this man do that shit, is you really want some Kobe shit, or you just talking shit? Because you got these Kobe guys. That man ready to go dig in the dust, blow the dust off some shit, bring them pedigrees out for you, man. That man say, man, shit, that Kobe shit
hey,
fire around there.
hey, don't show too much unless they buying. Don't show too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. Bobby try to hit
But
him with
that
that show the jab real quick and see what's going on. Bobby, stop playing. Try to
yeah,
make them people show
hey,
they shit. MKM Bottoms, China Man, Frisco, Dynamite, Chemo, till I'm gone. All right, now. All right.
shit, Chemo was a
Chemo, till
good
he
one.
gone. Who
Chemo was a
running
good
Kobe
one.
today? Goddamn, Precious, you on that shit too? Hey, do you like the Kobe? Hey, the Midwest? Hey, you from the Midwest, Precious? They saying the Kobe still out there and little tucked away. It's VIP out there though. You know, it's VIP out there. Bobby Diddy say he don't believe that shit. He don't believe. Bobby Diddy say he ain't never seen no motherfucking Kobe dog. If he 50 years old, he ain't see. He said that shit is like a legend, a myth. Ballin', I see you. You ain't gonna get me say that shit just like Ben ain't get me say that shit. Y'all niggas tripping. Bobby Digi. Never wanted that bullshit. Just proof. What's showing it do? Except prove it's here today. So now if the man show you that he got the shit, now you saying, so what now? So you ain't even gotta don't even get it for him. Schoolcraft. Who was the Schoolcraft for MKM Bottom? Don't even get it for him. He bluffing like shit. Now he gonna say, if you pull it out, it's just showing that it's here. That's it. Hey, all right. Then he a unicorn. So you gonna say all that shit, Bobby? So you ain't even gonna you just moving the field goal post all around, Bobby. The man still there with you too, Bobby. He's still there with you talking about he got to ask for everything you talking about, Bob. You came in here and asked that shit talking crazy about Cole. He said he's still talking though. Damn, AKM, not a super Gardner blend. Super Gardner blend.
He said Super Gardener. Woo! Woo! Super. That's a new one, boy. That's about to be hot for the next 6 months. Him as a super gardener. Y'all got
Nope.
hey, that's gonna get back to Bulldog Hill. He gonna be up there stirring his goddamn tea with his pinky. Goddamn super gardener.
There you go, Schoolcraft. Just let them know you got it. Schoolcraft say, I ain't know about the majority of the yards around here. Just know I got some ducked off for safekeeping. I got it. That's what he said. Ain't no bluff. That's all the proof I wanted because I
Hey,
don't believe
ain't
it. I can say I'm Superman, but can't believe it till I show it. I'll be still talking this shit.
it?
That vaccine was lab
Hey, it
tested
ain't
too. Somebody said
a
lab
lot of
tested.
what
Lab
was lab
tested.
tested?
Yeah, he said lab tested. Talking about that garden, the super garden. His shit lab tested too. Barney said that vaccine was lab tested too. And start laughing. Them niggas
Ooh.
wild in the day. Yes, sir. Motherfucking hump day. God damn. So any of the pressure to you see the title of the jump was like, recognize your inspiration, recognize and salute whatever it was that inspired you. We try to find out what inspired you even fuck with the dogs. Was it a dog? Was it a dog man you knew? Anything, was it both of them? Was it different things along the way? Anything you want to share? Pressure said, Mad Doctor said he got the Kobe blood also. Man, don't nobody want that Mad Doctor Kobe blood.
Man, that's that that, that's what it's called. Mad Doctor Kobe blood too. That's what the fuck it's called.
They don't want that. Dang.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They was hard on Kobe this morning. Goddamn. Okay, got you, Toyo. Yes, sir. Jocko said the red boy Jocko be watered down too. And he said the Cottenham shit be watered down too. Niggas stacking all that shit on top of each other. Like they done ran that shit till the wheels fall off and shit.
Man, listen, I said, God damn, they don't know man, that's how you know it ain't working. Cause you could tell when somebody breeding for goddamn name and pedigree instead of performance. You can tell. All you gotta do is look at the pig real good, especially from the third party people. You can definitely tell.
What was that
I
other line?
seen
Salute the quick. What was that other
which
line you
other
was talking
line?
about earlier? Earlier, your folks said when you was little. You said
Oh,
what
the
the
alligator shit.
yeah. That's making a strong comeback, ain't it? Or
Oh
I know
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna say it ain't never been nowhere. I know you're gonna hit me with it ain't been nowhere. Nigga, it ain't never go nowhere. But yeah, I've been hearing about them lately. They making a strong comeback or something.
Well, that's cause it's a lot of the blood stayed in the right hands. That the alligator blood is one of the lines that didn't really get watered down because it was out there, but everybody didn't have access to it. And even today, even though he got his little catch guard site and all that, most people either can't get there, they can't pay for the transport, or they just don't have the money for the dog if it's over $500. So
Right.
um that's what kept it. I want to say that's what kept it in good standards. Because I said that the alligator blood didn't really get watered down. Everybody don't have it. Like they got all these other bloodlines. Probably what one out of every 10 people that's active and inactive even got the alligator bloodline. It's not like where 7 out of 10 people got a red boy dog. You know what I'm saying? So like I said it ain't that shit ain't never get watered down.
So that's the shit. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but them dogs, that's where Jocko come from. That little bunch, right? He traced back to there, right? Jocko roots
They
go
they
back to
got
the
they
dog.
got similarities, but Jocko blood a little older as far as overall.
Okay, okay. Jocko blood older than that. Okay, oh, got you,
Yeah, you
got
can even the I mean, even the look, everything about the Jocko shit is stronger. You can look at shit. You can look at Mayday and see it. You can look at Grand Champion Luke Kane and see it. You can look at shit. There's a few dogs you could look at and see the resemblance as far as the strength of the blood and all that. But like, because Luke Kane and Mayday is like Mayday top bottom side is mainly Jocko. Is more Jocko than Red Boy.
you. Okay,
And
okay.
Grand Champion Luke Kane, I think overall he like 67% Jocko or some shit like that overall. So
I got you.
yeah.
They be hating on on Jocko too. They say he ain't shit without Red Boy. That's you know that now. You
I
know that's the
mean,
word.
listen. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, they could say that, but if you take Jocko out the picture, all the other Red Boy crosses don't have half the winners that the Red Boy Jocko crosses has.
Okay,
So
okay,
at the
okay.
at the end of the day, I don't move off of opinions. I move off of numbers.
Yeah, I like that. I like that part. I like
So
that part. I
so
like that part.
you could go down the list. You go down the list from the time them breeding started. The very first Red Boy Jocko breeding to the Red Boy Jeep to the Red Boy whatever, and go and count the numbers. You gonna stop with that other shit with the Red Boy Jocko and the Jocko Red Boy. The list just keep going. So a person can say what they want, but the stats is there. So a person can say whatever they want. That's just their opinion, living in that delusional world they in. That's like you could say, "Oh, my cousin, man, that motherfucker, he was faster than Usain Bolt." To you, with your delusional eyes, he probably was faster than Usain Bolt. But overall, we know he wasn't. So, it's just one of them things, man. Certain shit, you just gotta listen to it and just try to process it. 40
uh,
something, YouTube.
who old enough? Who old enough to know? I don't think nobody in here old enough to know. No, I don't think nobody in here old enough to know the shit you want a motherfucker to know, Bobby.
What are you talking about? Know what? What do you have?
Uh,
I can't see
Something
it right
probably
now.
crazy. So he said, "Who seen Jocko or his offspring?" Bobby, you being real picky today. You being real picky today, Bobby. What
Bobby
can
did Bobby didn't Red Boy have a match with a female? They give Red Boy a lot of credit. Red Boy didn't even make champion, and he didn't even, and he was boxed against females. Like, come on, bro. What we talking about here? Like, come on, bro. You hyped off a dog that went into a female, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's real manly of you, bro. I guess you out here fighting bitches too. You out here fighting bitches. You out here fighting bitches too, huh?
Oh shit!
Come
Oh
on,
shit!
bro.
Hey
Let's be.
Bob,
That's why I say let's be real about this shit, man.
hey Bob, ain't timing up for your ass this morning, Bob. You want to be picky as shit this morning. I don't know what's wrong with you this morning. You must.
No, like I say, as
I
far
ain't
as
even know you was on the red boy hard like that. So that's must what it be. Oh, there you go. He must be on that red boy hard. It's just facts. Strange traits are a myth because they vary between camps. Sack was a cur, but produced Grand Champion BB and Banjo. And who defended Red Boy? Okay, he said he ain't defending Red Boy. All right, okay, he ain't defending Red Boy. Okay, okay, Bobby. Bobby
I mean,
still talking shit.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing against Red Boy, but don't lose. A lot of people forget or don't know he was matched to a female. So all this hype about Red Boy, I'm trying to figure out which I was looking at and what false information y'all going off of.
And Ben doubled down. Ben said Red Boy didn't produce a champion, but Jocko did. Uh-oh.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna even reply to that. Cause it's something I want to add to that, but I ain't gonna say.
They
Oh
bulldogging
man,
early on hump day. They bulldogging early on hump day. Goddamn it. Yes, sir. Salute to y'all.
all that. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against Red Boy, but that shit is just hyped up, bro. And then I don't know what the fuck it is. Probably something dead. But but yeah, I ain't got. I mean, like I said, he came with some good shit, but people give him a little bit too much credit. Because again, you got to realize, and then it was a situation with Jocko. Jocko got arrested. God damn it! So when people say, "Oh well," Jocko didn't do this, or look at the span of Red Boy. If you got locked up and I'm out here fucking, of course I'm gonna have more offspring than you. I mean, some of y'all got to talk with logic. You know, it's some of the shit just don't make sense with some of the logic things that people be saying. Like if you out free in the streets and the other your opponent locked up, of course, well you better have a longer historical run than him, because if Jocko in the dog pound and Red Bull in the streets, I would expect him to have more breedings and more things. I mean, isn't that logical?
It makes sense.
I mean, if it don't make sense, what we talking about?
But chill with the popping. I'm at work and can't. I guess he said can't type, but I'll pop back if you want. Yeah, we want you pop back. You the one started popping. Don't make it like we pop now. Like it's
Tell,
because we
tell him
talking back.
put on his headset and whisper.
Yeah, whisper some shit. Whisper that shit, there, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You make like we
Man, like I said,
started shit with
I
you.
said I
Everybody
give Red
started
Boy
shit
his
with you.
little I give Red Boy his little credit, but as far as all that hyped up shit, man, first of all, like I said, it's a lot of favoritism, and these guys be wishy washy because if you listen to the dogs they talk about and praise and the status, and then you pull up Red Boy for the female, and he didn't even become champion. That's why I say a lot of these motherfuckers, they going off of old timers stories, and they going off of some of the old timers lives and a lot of shit like that, and they get caught up in it trying to hype up a dog. And it was a motherfucker hyping up Red Boy, didn't even know he fought a female. And then he got all quiet after. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Bobby Banjo stopped too when he was. I think he said when he was out, just like his daddy. Okay, yeah, Banjo stopped too, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, it's a lot of dogs that stop that only a handful of camps know about because they was there at the schooling. It's a whole lot of dogs who goddamn stop that you be surprised about.
Salute, city boy. Salute, doing it for the city.
I can tell you one thing, Jocko won one of them. Jocko wasn't one of them. Everything good? Yes, sir. Goddamn edibles got me feeling good, baby. I'm just chilling, baby. That's it. You guys, yeah, I'll be over there. I'll be over there. I'll be over there. Yeah, but
Check one.
but yeah, man, it's just one of them things, man. It's just one of them, people get caught up, red boy, red boy, red boy. Cause Toyo, one thing,
Yeah,
man, I ain't lying because like I said, the algorithm of this social media shit, if you go back a little bit, not even 3 months maybe, you will see where I made a statement, and then all of a sudden a bunch of channels came out talking about the Jocko percentages because I opened their eyes up to it. They didn't see it before I said it. So like I said, Red Boy get a lot of credit, overhyped credit, but when you listen to the dogs that these guys like, you can tell that it's just favoritism because when you bring up the fact that he fought a female, then all that hypeness they had, it kind of go away. Because how you defend that? How do you defend that? Toyo, the nigga you hyping up, he out here beating bitches. Like he out here beating bitches, but Jocko needed Red Boy. Come on, man.
All right, but Ben got the flip side to it. Ben said some females is bad as fuck because Champion Ruby ate Champion Angus up on David Adams' yard.
Well, females are better. They more intense. I prefer it. I have 10 females for every 2 males.
Bobby said, yup. Took out how many before they did? Every dog has their bottom. Also depends on the hands they in. Who Banjo went for and who did he lose for? Okay. Then he said facts after that. I don't know if he put a facts down on his own shit or he put a facts facts down for something you said. And he said facts. Yes, sir.
What? Nah, but the females bad as shit though. I personally wouldn't do that though against each other because the females have more of an advantage anyway. In that case,
Yeah, of course.
you got to remember. You got to remember when you do that. When you do what the fuck? Where all this smoke came from? But when you man, what the fuck?
The pussy make niggas act different. It's
Exactly.
universal. It's universal. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's just
You
like
got to
that.
remember, if you got a male and female going at it, somebody eventually, that male, 9 times out of 10, that male gonna start to slow down first and just try to fuck, and that's when the female gonna kill him.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, I I wouldn't do it just like you say you wouldn't do
I
it or
wouldn't do it.
whatever. You know what I mean? But like I seen the savages, like Red Boy was on some savage shit. There's some savage dudes out there that will knock a female off.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm going in there. It's yeah, but it's
It's just
smoky as
not a good
shit.
look. It's just not a
Where the
good look.
fucking smoke
Making
come
it fit
from?
that
I ain't about to breathe that shit
Angus
in.
was trying to get some pussy. Yeah, making it fit. Angus was trying to get some trim. Yeah.
But them females bad, man. Them females bad as shit. Them females bad. Like I said, I would never do it because I've seen more females kill males just because of that. Just because of after 20, 30 minutes, that bitch still on them. Well, that smoke come from. What you looking for? Ain't it? It should be on the barrel. Oh, somebody took it.
Bobby, that statement official. That statement right there official, Bobby.
Who the fuck took it?
I think that statement right there, Bobby, got some officialness to it. You know what I mean? You know, here's my thing. Who can talk shit about Red Boy and have it in their pedigree? They shouldn't be talking shit, but ain't nobody really talking shit about Red Boy.
Well, this is the thing. There's two ways to look at that. People can say they talk shit about Red Boy, but got it in the pedigree, and then you got people who call they dogs Red Boy dogs, and he way back in the 19th generation. So a person could talk shit about a dog. That really ain't got nothing to do with the dog that's on their yard and Red Boy way back there in the 10th, 11th, 12th generation. You got a whole shitload of other dogs that's in that peg. Red Boy ain't doing nothing influential 2026.
You're gonna get some pushback on that one, Yako. Cut it out.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Salute, bro. God damn, that was a harsh one. I
I
just
already
said
did.
wasn't nobody talking about
I
Red Boy.
did do it,
God damn,
Case.
you said Red Boy ain't doing shit in
Can't tell
2026.
me I
That
didn't
was
do it, and
that
it's
was
sitting
harsh.
right here in green.
That was
Everything is
harsh.
checked out, Case. Put on Dalton's glasses so you can see it. Refresh your page up front.
Red Boy a bad motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Red Boy a bad motherfucker now. Come on now. That nigga said Red Boy ain't gonna do shit in 2026. shit, man. God damn. God damn. Still, still in there. Ain't no different than the cross. But that's why strain. But that's why strain traits are a myth. Okay, so that's a point that you really try and get across right there. I'm peeping that part, Bobby. Strain
What?
trait. Strain traits. He said he keeps saying strain traits. You know, so he keep
Well,
going
well,
strain traits.
well.
That's a
That
myth.
that
He said
that's
that's a myth. He said strain traits are a myth. Strain
not
traits are a
really.
myth.
That they are and is not. See, the thing is, like I always say, a lot of people will breed a dog and be like, "Oh, boy, he just like his father. He." They say the bitch and the goddamn man. Oh, that yeah, just like the sire, just like the sire. You hear that all the time. Where dogs pull more from the females. Dog and nature pulls more from the female, not just dogs. Nature. So when you talk about the traits and all that, most of these guys never met the dogs in their third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh generation. 90% of these people never met those dogs. So a lot of them don't even know where the trace is coming from. The daddy might have done something and they trying to focus on the daddy, thinking it's the daddy, but they might not know it could be coming from the grandfather on the bottom side. So when what he's saying is not wrong because it depends on who you saying it to. If
True.
you a person that kept up with a family of dogs and walking on people's yards and seeing dogs behind their dogs, you can't tell those people that because they seen it with their eyes. But 90% of the guys now that got these dogs, they have never seen the dogs behind their dogs. So he's right at this. I'm not saying he's wrong and I'm not saying he's right, but he right there in between.
I got
Because again, depending on who you say that to, again with the Boyles dogs, I've seen them shit since I was born. So it's certain shit I know come from certain pockets of that family. So me seeing that and having it still today, you can't tell me that. But a person who doesn't have that type of stuff, I would say he's right because they gonna say they getting it from a certain dog, and technically it's coming from a dog way behind that dog.
salute, salute. Seem like you saying, uh, in my hot dogs and beans way, it seems like you're saying everybody can't
What's
be
my
saying the
gummy
same
kicking?
shit. Everybody can't be saying the same shit just because somebody else saying this shit and this and that. So I understand what you're saying. Cut it out. Salute, bro. He said, but people talk about they got Jocko dogs and they don't got Jocko in their pets nowhere close.
Well, that goes back. That goes back to what I said about 15 minutes ago. How much is the percentage? Most of these guys that say they got red boy dogs, that's not off of Boomer or Gardner's red boy. A lot of they shit is skeptical because they got red boy. Say they got red boy in the eighth, ninth. They got all this other stuff in there, but they talking about it's a red boy dog. So again, most people, Toyo, when you talk to certain people who read, all you got to do is pay attention and watch them follow the peg. That's how I learned. Majority of people can't read pedigrees properly. That's how I learned that shit by looking at how people call the dogs because they not even looking at the lineup properly. But as far as not having Jocko, that's why I use Mayday and Grand Champion Luke Kane as two examples because you could see what's in them. But when you look at the overall percentage, you see multiple dogs, males and females, that's coming off of Jocko that's right there in that pedigree up close. And then when you look at the appearance of the dog and the same markings, as Jocko up close. That's why I say it depends on who you saying that to and what they got and what they have seen. Because again, that is a true statement and it is a false statement depending on who you talking to.
Salute. Everyone says Red Boy Dogs a game. You want game? Take it to Red Boy Dogs. You want bite? Barnstormers? Eli. All that is a myth. Know the breeders and the dogs up front. Not dead for 40 years. Salute, Bob.
Yep. Hey. And I agree with you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I completely agree with you. A lot of these guys is dwelling on the past of dogs they never seen. Their uncle ain't never seen it. Their grandfather ain't never seen it. But you listening to this motherfucker that's trying to sell you this goddamn pup off some shit he never even seen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is
Hemi,
in the APB game right now. That's the thing in the APB game, and
here
I don't
come
know where
Hemi.
that shit came from.
Hemi come squeal his wheels. Salute Hemi. Hemi say, laugh out loud. 1 minute can't talk about Red Boy and blah, blah. Then next minute saying bulls. Today, it's okay. Laugh out loud. And ain't all dogs got the same amount of traits of various levels? Okay, Hemi. Salute. Coming and squealing them wheels. Salute.
Hell yeah, that's true. All middleweight fighters can punch, but all of them can't knock out. So all of them can punch, but all of them ain't got knockout power.
Salute, Calypso. He said, that's how it goes. Big names sell dogs. Straight like that. Straight like that. My hot dogs and beans about it. Like I'm sitting here listening to y'all. I love it when I'm listening to y'all. All of y'all. And I get to learn. You know what I mean? Because I can sit back and learn. Because I ain't even scared to say that shit. Y'all niggas know what the fuck y'all talking about. I sit back and listen to y'all. But listen, I would think. I would think. Just my experience in dogs. You know, we talk about bloodlines and certain traits, and I understand when he says it's a myth and shit like that. But I put it to relative. It could be relative to your areas and shit too. Like a lot of us
Yep,
ain't get to
yep.
go around so far and shit. So when we seen Eli dogs, yeah, our Eli dogs that we seen was rough. So we just painted it with a broad stroke. Like we thought all Eli dogs was rough. Like what you talking about, Bobby. And the same with the Red Boy dogs. If our Red Boy dogs, yeah, they was gonna bring gameness. You know what I mean? And mouth. See, around that way, we knew about Red Boy dogs that had mouth too, though. In some areas, they that was a myth to them. So it could be in your environments too that some things are myths and some things are true. So yeah, I hear what both y'all saying. I just threw my hot dogs and
Well,
beans in there.
it's the pockets. Again, it's the pockets. Certain dogs when they the number one problem is again, you said it, and if you listen to the chat, it's kind of the same thing I said. Most of these guys only read the pet a certain way, and they keep talking about all these males and forgetting you have to have a female to have a baby. So we we forgetting that it's stuff coming out of that female that's going into these dogs. So big names sell dogs. That is very true. That is very true. But it's key breedings that actually keep the dogs going. The big names sell them, but it's certain dogs without big names that keep the actual blood going to where all the good traits is coming from.
True.
Because look how many dogs, look how many dogs, programs, foundations have been started with losers. And we ain't talking about one-time losers. We talking about 2 and 3 time losers. That's in a lot of these guys' page. That's not that far back. So at the end of the day, it's key breedings. There's plenty of cur and losers that done through champions and grand champions. So it's the genetic code locking in certain things with certain breeding. Big name seller dogs, but to keep them going for 45 years, that big name ain't in the first generation, unless you're doing frozen seeing, but that's only with certain dogs. But again, that big name is not in the first generation. So
Okay.
that's just my take on that. The name selling it, but who in here got a dog directly off a Red Boy right now? That's my point.
Nobody.
That's my point. So you got to look
Cut
at
it
the
out.
whole roadmap. You got to look at the whole roadmap, man.
Cut it out. Say how Garner Red Boy consider Red Boy just because he named it Red Boy? How's Garner considering
Ah,
his shit?
that. Hey, somebody get it. Somebody get it. Somebody get it. Somebody get it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. See now, and I hate to say it like this, but Gardner know what the dog is, but he know if he put it that way, he gonna get a whole bunch of questions because people don't like to read pedigrees properly. So he just advertised it as that.
Yeah, Bobby, I feel you, Bobby. That's why they're a myth. They got to get out the backyard to know and see. I understand, Bobby. I mean, salute those who can go get it. Who can go get it? I understand what you're saying, bro. I
That that
understand.
that's a lost art. That's a lost art, Bobby. People see in 2025, 24. I'm gonna say in the last 10 to 15 years, that part of being in the dog game has, I'm not gonna even say a dog man, because that dog man term has been loosely used because there's a lot of people with dogs that are not dog men. There's a lot of dog men with dogs that don't know what the fuck they doing. So, you know, walking on yards and going to see certain shit is only a few of us that actually still do that. A lot of people rely on social media to get the information, even though that's not bad. But if you can't confirm certain things through social media, that's when it becomes a problem. Again, when you look, bro, all you got to do is go on Page Online and look under Gardner's Red Boy. Look at all the breeders. I'm not talking about Gardner breed. I'm talking about everybody else that bought a dog from him and went back to breed to Red Boy. They trying to breed it the same way Gardner's doing it. They putting Gardner Red Boy on top of the dog they already got with Gardner's Red Boy, and they taking the grandkids back up there again. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you really trying to do? That shows me you not really working them dogs, and you just try to peddle some of the heaviest Gardner's Red Boy blood. And they call it Red Boy, Red Boy, Red Boy, but I think most people forget it's a cross in there.
Calypso said he agree with you. Uh, cut it out. Say Red Boy dogs were rough and had a 7+ mouth, but with all the inbreeding, they lost some.
Yeah, because you like the old school rule, 3 in, 1 out. A lot of people just inbreeding, and thinking they going. The thing is, Toyo, if you really look at it, they don't want the names to disappear. That's all what it boils down to. I came to that conclusion a couple years ago. They don't want the names to disappear because
The
just
names
like you
bring the
said,
money. The names bring the sales.
exact. But when you think about it, Toyo, just think about it this way. People say, I got the Red Boy, I got Jeep Red Boy, Rascal, yada, yada, yada. When you look at these pedigrees and you don't see Jeep, you don't see Red Boy, you don't see Rascal, you don't see none of them in the fourth generation. How would them dogs still Jeep Red Boy Rascal? Now, if you say to me, well, these dogs is down from Jeep Red Boy Rascal moving forward, and the dog is off of such and such. Okay, now an old school person like Schoolboy or Bakary, somebody, they could look at it and say, okay, I understand what you mean now. But a lot of these guys still call their dogs off of the foundation that they came from goddamn 60 years ago, and ain't none of them dogs in your first four generation. Depending on the pedigree, the dog not even in the eighth generation,
Got you.
depending on the pedigree. So
Got
so that's why I say people need to focus on. It's so many big time dogs that didn't even hit that status. They just produce like a motherfucker. So, it's look how many ROM and POR dogs out there that never touched the pot, but they made a name for themselves because of their production rate. So again, when we talk about big names and yada yada yada, you could take Boomer, Pit Island's Boomer, right?
Um,
You could take Gardner's Frisco. You could take, man, there's so many dogs that don't have no contract wins that made bigger names than some of the dogs that got contract wins. So again, if people pay attention to the dogs that are making these key breedings moving forward, the reason why some of you guys have dogs on your yard today, that's what you need to focus on. Because you
mhm.
can't go back. You ain't about to breed the Jeep. You ain't going back to breed the Red Boy. So focus on what you got in front of you.
Salute.
That's the lost art. That's the
They,
lost art in the dog game.
they cooking there in the chat. Hear me say it's often just a broad description of the background of said dog. If the pedigrees online, put it up and we can all see for ourselves. Minor issue solved. Laugh out loud.
I mean, he not completely wrong with certain shit, but I mean, he said he said they just doing what Gardner doing peddling. Well, I wouldn't say I'll say they peddling, but I wouldn't say Gardner is peddling because Gardner is not peddling nobody else's dogs. He got a family of dogs that he been putting work in for the last 46 years. You can't peddle your own stock. You can peddle somebody else's stock, but you can't peddle your own stock. That's like saying a car dealership brand, or that's like saying Jordan peddling Nike. That would be a false statement because he damn near turned Nike brand into his own if you get the overall gist of it. But I mean, I wouldn't say Gardner is pet. Nobody that started their own family of dogs, I can't call them a peddler because they not out buying macho buck dogs. They not out buying all these different dogs and breeding them and selling them for 2,000. 98% of his yard is his work. So I'll say half of that statement is true as far as everybody else trying to peddle the dogs in the way he does. Yes, but you can't peddle your own work. That's like saying Boyles was peddling his dogs. That's his work. How you can't peddle your own work? That's
You
his
got
work.
school crack. School crack said a millionaire can produce a crackhead just like a crackhead can produce a millionaire. All right. And then you got
Yeah, hey, that's true. That's true.
yeah,
That's
true
true.
statement. That's why I put it up there. True statement. Uh Making the fish said, hold up now. I don't believe that these stereotypes or traits are just coming out of thin air. All right, making the
I
fish
don't
salute.
believe these stereotypes or traits are coming. They not coming out of thin air, but a lot of people don't know where they coming from again because they don't know the family of dogs. That's just like if me and you was brothers, Toyo, and we got we got a grandfather on our mother's side that was a big, tall, strong motherfucker, powerful, and we got a grandfather on the father's side that was tall and lean. He was a fast runner, good basketball player. I might come out big and stocky, strong. You might come out lean. We know if our kids, let's say our kids or grandkids, they looking at us, but they never met our grandfathers. You see what I'm saying? So they don't know
Where to place
where
it at? Where to place it?
some of
Where to place the shit
yeah,
from? Yeah.
that's it's the same shit, bro.
All
The same thing. The same thing with these dogs. It's the same thing. That's why I say the APBT is the closest thing to humans in a sense when it comes to traits and family. Because a lot of people don't know all their family history. A lot of people, just like all these black people finding out they got certain Native American blood in them later on in life. It's the same thing with the dogs. people finding out certain dogs really had. It's the same shit, bro. It's the
Yeah,
same
it's just
shit. You
that kind of
just
leading that kind of leading to what Cut It Out saying there. He's saying basically, okay, when you're doing that though, you reading these pedigrees. How can you read a pedigree correctly when the pedigree is capped from the beginning? And now you're all over the place.
exact. Just like and it goes back to the Carver dogs. It go back to the Carver dogs. You have heard not only himself in certain old books and interviews, but even the people who was around that time, you heard them over and over say the dog you got, that paperwork that he gives you, normally it might be 50% wrong. Either most of the time when papers are hung, not even hung, but just doing that, most 90% of the time it's the male top side that's wrong. The female normally be right. The bottom side normally be right. But if Carver tell you, and then most of the dogs Carver had, he didn't even know how a lot of them was bred. So for him to give you paperwork and you talking about, oh, I got this, this, and this, and you done heard Schoolboy, Tom, Bakary, Boone, Mayfield, and the list goes on. All of these guys had spoke on that. They all of them had spoken on it. So it's no if, buts, or what's about it. The people who got the good Eli Carver dogs, they're looking at what's in front of them and moving forward. Because to hear people even still talk about their Carver dogs today, and then they start once they start to talk about the pedigree, I just stopped listening. Instead of just saying, boy, this one worked out, we bred it to this one, and it produced this one. When they get to talking about the pedigree, I'm like, I just gotta stop listening at that point because everybody and their mama know that half of the dogs Carver had, he didn't even know how they was bred. So how the fuck you gonna know how they bred?
Right.
So it's just one of them things, man. Just look at what you got in front of you and move forward.
Ben said, bunch of parents with kids who can't read. Not all good traits get passed down. Get passed down. Salute, Ben. Salute,
He said,
live your life,
"Let's
dog. Salute, bro.
tell them
Yeah.
Carver didn't know the dogs how they." He didn't though. It's no secret. It just again, it goes back to the favoritism. Just like with the Red Boy shit with the Carver dogs, it's the same thing. There literally are probably 100 videos on YouTube talking about the shit with people who was actually around back then. But yet people still turn a blind eye reading that goddamn Carver pedigree, thinking they got what's on that goddamn paper. So again, it's just favoritism. It's being able to sleep at night with a comfortable lie. And even though it's a lie, you should be able to sleep at night because if you have a bulldog, what are you stressing over? You just got, you know what I'm saying? It's
Man,
again,
this
the
part right here,
names.
this part right here, we gotta deal with this part right here too. Cause like when you said the Jordan thing, I understood what you was coming from. I seen what you was doing. Boom, boom, boom. You know, but my ass was like, hold up. White boy get a bigger check than Jordan off that shit, don't he? Don't a white boy get a bigger check than Jordan off that shit? Somebody, I think somebody get a
Of
bigger.
course.
I think
Well,
so. So the
it's
white boy peddling, right? Whoever that motherfucker peddling, right? Jordan is the worker. Jordan the worker, so he gonna get a check. But you know the machine peddling. So that's where we go to this question right here. In other words, when has Gardner put in work other than buying dogs back? I'm just saying. That's what the chat said.
okay. Well, if you could recognize that he's buying the dog back, the pedigree that you know he bought the dog back from, read the pedigree and tell me who name is all in the pedigree. Simple as that. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here?
uh,
I mean,
so
hey, I'm not going to argue. That's the reason why I asked the question. If it's cap, if it, if it's cap, he's buying back. Well, first of all, Toyo, let's examine the situation. He's buying back dogs that he bred, not somebody else bred. Dogs that he bred and became successful. When you
gotcha,
look
gotcha.
at the dog that he bought back, when you click on the first generation, it say Gardner. When you click on the second generation, it's a Gardner. When you click on the fourth generation, it's a Gardner. When you click on the fifth generation, it's a Gardner. So what are we talking about?
I got you. I got you. So you say I understand what you're saying. So you can't disqualify that man. He breeding that shit and he paying for it back. That's work too. Breeding it and paying for it back. Finding
Well,
being able to get it back.
my next question is because I don't have no yard full of garden dogs, so I'm just looking at it from a true perspective. So I would love to ask because when I hear people say that the dogs that's on your yard, how many of those people bought back their winners? That's what I want to know. You know, because at the end of the day, every time I ask that question, it get quiet. Them people, them exciting dogs in your pedigree, why them people ain't buy them dogs back? So I mean.
They
Most of the
not.
time, most of the time they not because it ain't they work. Most of the time.
Bobby said. Bobby said they not. They created it. They created in the gene pool made by the people behind the dog. I guess Bobby saying they're not. That he might be talking about them traits or some shit. He said they not a myth. I guess Bobby, you saying that they not. They're created in the gene pool made by the people behind the dog. Okay, y'all know what he talking about. Yellow one said
He
facts.
said they not.
Salute
He
yellow
said
one.
they're not creating the dream. They're made by people behind the. Yeah, that's Bobby. You're not wrong about that because, like I always say, when people always crying about credit and all this other shit, at the end of the day, let's just be real about this shit. If 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 Frisco Chinaman, if Grand Champion Sparky, Dirty Mary, Bolio, if all of these dogs were not in the places where they landed to make that history, we wouldn't be talking about it. If Chinaman and Frisco had ended up on Joe Blow's yard, we wouldn't be. You know how many dogs wouldn't be alive today? Well, they'd be alive, but they wouldn't be that version of themselves. Put it that way. So he's not wrong, but at the same time, we still got to recognize most of these dogs that didn't travel to different yards and stayed with one camp or even with two camps that worked together, them dogs stayed with them and created history. If them dogs had went to another state, they probably wouldn't have made history. So that's something we always got to take into consideration because the hands that the dogs are in is where they made the history. Now, just like with just like with Bobby, if Frisco and Chinaman was on your yard, Bobby, you probably would have got some good ones, but would you have made them internationally known? Probably not. That's the difference. So that's something we always have to consider. If if Tombstone and Bolio wasn't where they at, we wouldn't be talking about most of this shit today. So it's a lot of things that come into place that people just got to sit down and look at when it comes to certain things. You just got to. There's no way around it.
Real talk. What do you say?
Wait, what it said? Go. What the one? Hang on. What is that?
Which one? The inbred
Hold
jump?
on.
The
Nah, he
ancestry?
said. Hold on. He said you right. Toyo peddling and Joe boy. He's selling shoes. No. Well, see, Calypso. This the thing though. This the thing though. I could put it even with the time perspective. I ain't gonna say too much on here, but you got people who could make certain breeding deals. He might buy a dog back. They might get two pups from every breeding that male do, or they might get 5 grand every time that male breed a litter of pups. Right? That's called royalties. When Jordan signed that deal, what his mother and them did was made sure 8 generations down from Jordan will still be millionaires and billionaires. That's called royalties. Just like the little black guy, I forgot his name, that sang the Lion King song, the original song. He got royalties. So he didn't have to sell out in Hollywood. He could just sit back the rest of his life and wait on that check every month. It's called royalties. So when you're doing certain things with these dogs, again, like I said, and placing them in certain hands, we don't know the back end story or negotiations with a lot of these dogs, but that's basically what's going on with a lot of these dogs.
Let me say, where Tom has always had others to do his dirty work for him, that's how he keeps his hands clean. You won't see him online say he's keeping it real. Hey, him be wild as shit. Him be
Hey, but
wild as shit.
but Hemi has a point. Hemi has a point. And I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this.
Man,
We
that
just gonna
motherfucker
focus.
do be saying he keeping it real. That's the shit he be saying out
We
that motherfucker. That's why he
but
on there
but
now. He be
but this the
saying that
thing
shit.
though.
He got
This
the
the thing
music.
though.
He got the music and shit just like us. He do the same shit we do. He do the
You
same.
say he
He
got
do
the
the same.
music.
Yeah, do the same shit. He living his life. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nigga throwing
But this the
jazz.
thing though. This the thing
Nigga,
though. This
yeah.
the thing though. Toyo. This the thing though.
That's
What
him saying he keeping
separates?
it real. That's what his people looking at him like, yeah, talk about this bitch, talk about this bitch. Yeah,
No,
he saying
but
it. He
I
saying
like
it.
what Hemi said though. I like what Hemi said, but I'm gonna just stick to two things that he said in that sentence: online, and keeping his hands clean. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
focus
yeah, real talk. Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna just focus
yeah,
on that part of the sentence.
yeah. We ain't gonna hate on that. We ain't gonna
Because
hate on that.
a lot of people, as again, it's a lot of people who can't wait to post some shit on social media that they shouldn't be posting.
True that. True that.
Now, along with a lot of the side talk and hate, I think people also forget this is an outlaw game. This is an outlaw game, and if you don't know, the courtroom works by money. Um, so when you have certain money to keep your hands clean, um, that's just what it is. Now, and put it in better perspective, Toyo, if Diddy didn't have the money he had, do you think you'll be seeing his pictures popping up on TMZ smiling while he in jail if he didn't have the money he had?
Right. Right.
So
Real
so
talk.
so at the same time, so again, despite you like somebody or not, we can't let that get in the way of our natural common sense. So if you got two people who don't like each other, one of them has a vision. One of them sat back and realized that they was changing laws and said, well, let me sell a few pups and fix my property up. Meanwhile, the other one, he was doing the same thing, but he was bullshitting with his life and his money. So now when you look at both of them today, not only does one have the better dogs, he got more money
Right.
because
Right.
he sat down and thought about his game plan. So when animal control goes to the other one house, his yard dirty, goddamn, all shit all fucked up, and he ain't got a couple $100 to get animal control for them to give him a good report. But when they go to the other side now, you got the animal control come, they got puppies licking on them. They puppies nice and fat. They got people working out there cleaning, feeding the dogs. And look. They leave with a couple $100 in their pocket, maybe 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And the man getting a good report. That's what life
Hey,
is,
this
bro.
motherfucker's calling. Hold on.
Hear me?
But that's what life is. That's what life is, bro. If Toyo, if me and you animal control and we go to Hemi and Calypso yard that day. We got them on our yard, right? And Hemi ain't got the funds and a storm just hit and we just so happen to go to his yard and his dog got mud up to his shoulders and all that, but he ain't got a couple dollars. Depending on how we feeling that day, we might goddamn give him a bad report. But then we go to Calypso yard. He got puppies coming up licking us. He got people going around the yard riding on off road vehicles, feeding, cleaning the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real about that shit, bro. Let's just be
Yeah,
real, bro.
yeah.
Like
I ain't gonna never hate on the
it's
motherfucker using his resources the
People,
way
people,
the
people
way they're
gotta
supposed to
pe-
use their resources. What the fuck? Shit.
people gotta leave their feelings out of
Right,
the
right.
dog game, and that's the reason why the pit bull community is the way it is, because it's too many feelings and not enough common sense.
I mean, some people, some people put it like this. I don't never get in the way of a motherfucker speaking their truth. You understand what I'm saying? And if I ain't got no dog in the fight, I ain't got no dog in the fight. I hear both sides of the story. You know what I mean? And in the pitbull game, that's one thing I learned. All this shit is gray. All this shit is gray. So it do be seeming like it be hate coming towards Tom, and I'm sure it be hate. I be talking shit. I just be talking shit, having fun. But like,
But
yeah, hold
look
on, hold
what
on.
him he said.
I'm
Go,
sure,
go,
I'm
go,
sure it
go.
be, I'm sure it be hate and shit. I'm sure it be hate. I would never hate on somebody really that's using their resources to the fullest and doing what they got to do. But anyway, um, with me saying that, I really don't got no dog in the fight. Like I said, I just be talking shit. He at the top of the food chart, so I talk shit up there. But but I have heard other people that have been done certain ways, but that's their story. That's their story. So everybody ain't everybody, you know, the hate coming, majority of it probably is hate. But like, you know what I mean? It's some people that they got a story too, but that's their story. You know what I'm saying? And him he say that's right, Welsh. All rich folks know the worth of a good lawyer. I saluted that. That's why I put that
I
shit up
mean
there.
that's
Yeah,
that's
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 natural.
true. That's just like Toyo. I know one of I ain't gonna say too much, but I know one of the best murder lawyers in the DMV. So if you ever need them, you know what I'm saying. But again, people got to remember the law itself. America is a corporation. It's all about the money. That's why I keep saying there's certain drug kingpins that you will never see on the news because they get that money up every month and the government don't care. If you look at Freeway, that's why they had to release Freeway. That's why the shit with El Chapo and all these people, they did not turn on them until they stop paying the government their taxes. You can do anything you want long as they get their cut. And everybody don't have the money to give them their cut. That's just life, bro. That's
No,
just what it is.
y'all are exactly right. I'm double saluting both everybody that was saying that shit you saying. Like, yeah, lawyer money, bail money, all those are very important. And yeah, that's good advice for the people and all that
What
type
what
shit.
what
And that's not
what
just saying
Toyo?
that, and that's not saying that to say motherfuckers is doing shit wrong. That's just saying that because that's how you supposed to be living anyway. That's how you supposed to be living anyway. That should be one of the basics of doing things. Even if you got businesses and shit like that and getting money and shit like that, you need those things. Salute though,
You
salute
gotta
y'all.
have those things. You Toyo, like, I mean, goddamn Toyo, you've been locked up before. If everybody in the jail had at least 50,000 in their account, the jails would be empty. Think about it. If everybody that was locked up in jail had at least 50,000 in their account, jails would be empty. Jails would be empty.
It
So
helps when you
so
got a team. What do you say?
yeah, help when you
Somebody
got
say
a
something.
team.
Boom,
He
boom,
said,
boom.
where you go? Yeah, help
Help
when you
when
got
you
a
got.
team of lawyers who work for you. I've had attorney retained since I was 22. Me too. That's what I'm saying. Is that's you have to, bro. Even with the shit with Diddy, with the video that surfaced, where you hear him talking to his lawyers, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna get off the phone because y'all the professionals. That's what I pay y'all for." He wasn't about to argue with them because he know they got the money. You know what I'm saying? They know certain people in the courtroom. We're gonna do what we do behind the scenes. Y'all can say whatever y'all want publicly, but behind the scenes, we know what's really going on. That's why his ass in the jail smiling. And you come on, man. Like, come on, bro. It's like again, people can say what they want, but if animal control come to your house and you ain't got no bread. If I'm animal control and I come to your house, even though me growing up, even if I grew up and see that depend on the animal control person. Because a lot of animal control people grew up around dogs that lived in the country. Them ain't gonna be the ones to report you because they understand you got to keep certain dogs a certain way. The most of the animal control that report people are the people who didn't grow up with dogs. Those are most of the people that animal control actually look to hire for the people who didn't grow up with a bunch of dogs. But the most of the ones that work for animal control that grew up with dogs, them ain't the ones that be reporting people like that.
No, that's real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk.
Like
Hey,
I only dealt with them one time, and that was over 15 years ago. She came to my house, puppy jumped on her. My one of my pups off of one of my grand champions jumped on her, licking her, and she forgot what she came there for. And that was the last time I ever seen animal control. That was like 15, 17 years ago.
oh, that's good. That's good. That's good as a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? And this was in the city in goddamn Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't never had to deal with them again. So it's again, man, we just gotta move smart. We gotta stop giving people hate who have loopholes to do that, because at the end of the day, if we all outside trapping and you taking your money and buying all these Jordans, you buying Louis Vuitton, I'm taking my money buying land and trying to stack it, and we both get caught up on the jump outs. If they jump, because you know a lot of people don't know about them DC jump outs. If motherfuckers if the jump outs come up on us and you go in there full of Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and I go in there with my regular shit on, but yet my girl or somebody on their way to goddamn, well, I got the retainers and all that, so most of the time it's the lawyer, but I'm just putting it in that perspective. If I'm saving my money and we got the same charges, but I'm able to pay my lawyer 10, 20 grand, and I'm able to give a little extra for the prosecutor and the judge, guess what? My ass gonna go home. That's just the name of the game, bro. That's just the name of the fucking game, bro. You can so you can't hate me because I saved more money so I could get back on the streets. Meanwhile, you got locked up and you wearing $20,000 worth of clothes, but
Right,
you ain't got money for the lawyer.
right, right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know, we gotta as grown men in the dog game, we it's certain shit we just gotta stop saying, bro, because it makes me view people's character. Like, what are you talking about? You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
at the end of the day, even now, like I said, I ain't gonna really say no names, but you got one, he probably how his mind right now, and then the other one outside doing paperwork, think about generational wealth. You see what I'm saying?
right. Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead.
What's up?
Good ass cook up, man. We're gonna go
So
ahead
the
and wrap
lady
it
had
on up,
a
bro.
Brandon. She had a stick that was stuck underneath.
Go ahead, Toyo. Let me talk to her. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Salute y'all. Hey, salute everybody that came through rocking with us and shit. Salute Jocko for coming through, you know, chopping it up, sharing the knowledge and shit. And salute to old Bobby Digi, Hemi James, making it fit. Uh, who else we got in the bit? Salute Calypso. Hey, salute. Oh, him boy, CB, the whole BR was in the building. Salute. Who else we had up in here? Shit. Big Yella. Hey. Salute my brother. Cut it out. Salute the pressure, the whole cat. Hey, live your life, dogs. You already. Salute that work over there. Hey, I think he come on tonight too. He come on tonight, as well as the Cat Brothers Hump Day. They come on tonight. Y'all check them guys out. Hump Day Cat. Y'all already know Cat Brothers come on tonight. And you gotta live your life, dogs. Yes, sir. Ben Brockton, salute. Yes, sir. Who else we got? Who else we got in the motherfucking building? Yeah, we ready to get up out of here. We're gonna get up out of here. Let me see. I'm just trying to get the little shots out before I roll out. Schoolcraft, salute, man. Hey, salute. Who else was it? Making it fit, you already. You already. Uh
He said all these a stupid client will still go down regardless of lawyer. No, hey Hemi, that's a fact though. That's a fact. The lawyer is just your safety net. But no, that's a fact though. That's a fact. The lawyer can only save you from so much stupidity, Hemi. So like I said, I ain't disagreeing, but yeah.
GHK, salute. I see you. I see you. Salute. Fire show last night too. I see you in the building. School crad. Salute all y'all, man. If I missed anybody, man, salute y'all, man. Y'all already know. Y'all stay royal, and I'ma stay loyal. I'll catch y'all. We catch up with y'all. Salute y'all. Go. Hey, the free stream y'all too probably gone up. So this probably next time y'all see me, it'll probably be on that YouTube, the YouTube jump. But y'all keep on kicking it, man. Hump day, get through it. Salute. We out.